and welcome to Brand Your Passion, the show that helps you turn the thing you love the most into something that people know and love you for. I'm your host, Holly Arnett, the brand coach for creatives, and I'm on a mission to make the world a more creative place, one brand at a time. If you're ready to get more eyes on your work, more dollars in your pocket, and more creativity in your life, you're in the right place. Welcome. Let's brand your passion. Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Brand Your Passion. This week we are talking all about YouTube and how to brand your YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel myself. I haven't been uploading on there for a while, but I used to film like weekly vlogs, and I vlogged basically all the way through uni and after uni and through starting my business and things like that. So I have experience myself in branding a YouTube channel. I've also helped a bunch of creatives brand their own YouTube channels, which I'll talk about a couple of examples of them. And obviously I watch a heck of a lot of YouTube. So I watch a lot of artists and bookstagrammers and book talkers and book YouTubers on YouTube, and I watch a lot of other kinds of content on YouTube, and I love it. So I know what makes a good YouTube channel from my own experience branding YouTube channels, but also from watching YouTube channels and knowing like what I'm looking for and what attracts me to a YouTube channel and what makes me want to watch a certain YouTube channel. So hopefully this will be super helpful, because today we're going to talk about like why you need to brand your YouTube channel in the first place, all of the ways that you can brand your YouTube channel, and then how to kind of identify your brand and visuals and apply that to your YouTube channel. So sound good? Let's dive in. So basically, we already know, if you've listened to any of the other podcast episodes, that branding helps you to stand out, show up, and share your best self, right? So when you are showing up on your YouTube channel, you are showing up as like the best, most amazing, most compelling version of yourself that you possibly can, right? Because we want people to feel like they want to watch your content. And it takes about 50 milliseconds for people to form an opinion about your brand. So if people land on your YouTube channel and they see your profile photo and your banner and the kinds of videos that you have, it takes less than like a second for them to make that judgment and decide whether they're going to watch your content, subscribe, or just click out of your profile, right? So we want to brand your YouTube channel in a way that makes it so exciting and makes people want to stick around and watch your content and check it out, and click on your videos and keep watching them and all of that good stuff, right? And if you are reading this version, I will pop in some images of Fem's YouTube channel, which I helped her to brand a year or so ago. And before we did that, her brand was very simple. It wasn't very femme. First of all, it didn't feel like femme. It wasn't very exciting. It was something that she'd made very quickly to just kind of test whether YouTube was going to work for her. And then she realized like, yeah, okay, YouTube is working. It's doing well, very well, in fact. So I want to start like taking this visually very seriously and making a brand around this. So we worked together and updated her whole brand, and now it's way more exciting. Like you land on the page and it feels immediately like femme. Her thumbnails on her videos are so compelling. It's very clear what they're about. You just want to click on them and have a look and watch that content. So it's really powerful when you do brand your YouTube channel really well, because it really sets the tone for the type of content that you're making and the type of person that you are and the kind of experience somebody's going to get when they start watching or subscribing to your channel. So highly recommend. And it's also not just about your YouTube channel itself, because Jonas Sachs says that your brand is a story unfolding across all customer touch points. And so that means that people might find you on YouTube, but then they are going to find your website. Maybe they click through to your website or your social media or an opt-in page or a landing page that you have if you have opt-ins under your videos. So it's the whole experience from YouTube to website to social media to opt-ins to the whole thing. Everything that your audience interacts with related to your YouTube channel should be very thoughtfully branded. Now we know why you want to brand your YouTube channel. Let's talk about the parts of your YouTube channel that you can brand. You can brand your channel banner, your profile photo, your video thumbnails. So these are the very clear graphics or visuals that you have on your profile. You can also create a kind of brand experience through the style of your videos. So are your videos filmed in a very bright white environment? Are they really clearly filmed? Is it more to do with the editing? You can kind of create a branding experience through the editing, the introduction animations that you have on your videos. Any backdrops in your videos, so what's behind you in the videos. Is it a green screen, or is it an office, or is it your messy bedroom, or whatever it is behind you? That can be branded as well. The music that you use can brand the experience, so you can use very poppy, bright music, or maybe a bit more heavier, punky music, or orchestral kind of instrumental music. Totally up to you. The captions and how those are typed out can be branded in terms of the fonts that you use. End cards that you have, that's the last screen that you have on your video that invites people to follow you or subscribe to you or click on other videos. So that's something you can visually brand. The description and how that is laid out and written in your brand voice obviously can be on brand or not on brand. The playlists that you have can help to emphasize or reiterate your brand, so can make your content pillars really clear if you have clear playlists. Obviously, the content itself, so what you're actually talking about and creating content around on your YouTube channel. Promotional graphics for your videos, so anything that you're using to promote your videos on Pinterest or Instagram or Twitter or wherever you're sharing your video episodes. Promotional graphics you can obviously brand. Any opt-ins, so say for example you create a video about logos, you might have a opt-in link underneath that's all about the different file formats. And so the opt-in itself and the landing page for that opt-in and the emails that they get can all be branded. The channels that you recommend on your channel can also sort of feed into the picture of your brand in terms of who else you are recommending and the types of content you recommend. Obviously, your about section, so the description of yourself and who you are and what you do can be branded to describe what you do, but also do that in your brand voice. The collaborations that you do can be an indication of what your brand is all about and what you value and things like that. And same with sponsorships. So any sponsorships that you have kind of add to and feed into your brand. So those are, I'm sure there are a couple that I've probably missed, but that's quite a few ways that you can brand your YouTube channel that are more than just the visual, right? So you probably immediately thought about your channel banner and your profile photo and the video thumbnails, but there's also all these other ways that you can create this whole brand experience by thinking about all these other aspects of your YouTube channel. So now let's talk about how to determine your brand and apply it to your YouTube channel. So basically you want to determine what your brand is all about, your personality, think about your audience, and then choose colors and fonts and styles that align with those things. So for example, you want to choose what your personality on YouTube is all about. So it might be bold and edgy and energetic and feisty and daring, for example. And then you can say what it's not as well. Maybe it's not quiet and whimsical and sweet and gentle and cute. You're like, that's definitely not me, right? So determine at least a basic level of what your personality is on YouTube. Then think about who your audience is and what they want from a YouTube channel like yours. So who are your audience? What are their dreams? What are they looking for? What do they need to achieve those dreams? What challenges do they have when it comes to achieving those dreams? What can you do to help them achieve those dreams? Give them what they need and overcome their challenges. So in the content that you're creating, how can you provide value or help your audience? And that doesn't necessarily mean you need to be educating them on something. It could just be you're providing entertainment or relief or some calming energy, whatever it is that's valuable to your audience. You can decide how you then want your audience to feel when they come to your YouTube channel. So maybe you want them to feel like joyful and excited and energized and appreciated. I'm just picking random words at this point. And again, like we did with the personality, make sure you are clear on what you don't want them to feel as well. So maybe you don't want them to feel bored, or you don't want them to feel uninspired or confused. Maybe you want to make sure that they feel really clear, really excited, and ready to go. So once you've done that, you've decided like, okay, this is the personality that I have. This is what my audience is all about, and this is how I want them to feel. You can go through and choose like fonts and colors and all the graphics that you are going to need to create those feelings and communicate your personality. And there are a lot of resources on the Maker and Moxie website that help you decide these things. So I'm not going to go into heaps of detail in this episode, but choose colors that represent like the feelings and emotions and energy that you want to communicate. Same with fonts. Fonts have a lot of powerful meaning. So choose fonts that align with your energy and your goals for what you want people to feel. And then it's time to apply these to your YouTube channel. So let's dive into a few of these things. The main thing, your channel banner should include your brand colors and fonts. Ideally, you want it to state your channel name, topic, and schedule if you have one. So say it's like Charlie, who I've worked with in the past and has been on the podcast. Hers says Charlie Marie, design and creativity, new video every week, right? So or yours might say your name and then artist and illustrator, or whatever it is that you do. Put it on there. Include your logo if you have one. Make sure that it's just simple, it stands out, and it tells your story quickly. So you want people to be able to land on your YouTube channel and see what you're all about straight away. And you want to make sure that it represents your personality and how you want your audience to feel. So that's your channel banner. When it comes to your thumbnails, which are also a very big part of your YouTube channel, obviously, you want them to, again, use your brand colors and fonts, state the title of the video, give a sneak peek of what's in the video, so maybe a photo of you or a screenshot from the video. You definitely want it to be able to stand out on the homepage or subscription box, so make sure whatever you're doing, it's like clear, it's punchy, etc. You can make them color coded if you have multiple kind of subtopics or series. So say you have a playlist that's all interviews, they could all be like one certain color scheme. Maybe you talk about marketing, or maybe you do time lapses of your like speed paints, they could all be a certain color, etc. Color code them so it's easy for people to figure out what they're looking at. And then you also want it to obviously just be simple and easy to read, so people can quickly grasp like, yep, this is what I want to click on, this is the video I want to watch, I know exactly what it's about and what I'm going to get. Then there are in-video graphics, so these could be things like your introduction, any sort of captions throughout, or little like call outs throughout the video, and your end cards. Obviously, you should all use your brand colors and fonts. Be very easy to read on the video or at the end of the video, and you want to be encouraging engagement and or longer watch time as you're doing that. So that you want to make them things that people want to keep watching, that make your video exciting, that make it easy to follow. And then your promotional graphics when you're promoting your YouTube videos, such as Instagram stories, Instagram TV trailers, Twitter posts, etc., should all use your brand colors and fonts again. Show a sneak peek of the video, like the thumbnail or a screenshot of your video, and obviously encourage people to click through to your bio or swipe up or whatever the call to action is to watch your video on YouTube. So that's what you want to aim for your promotional graphics. You can obviously also decide what content you're going to make, how you're going to talk about it, and where you want to promote it based on your brand strategy. So That is all the goodies about branding your YouTube channel today. We've talked about why you want to brand your YouTube channel, all of the different ways or places that you can brand your YouTube channel, how to kind of identify what you want to communicate through your YouTube channel, and then how to apply it all across your channel and beyond, right? So I hope this has been really, really helpful. Let me know, obviously, on Instagram or Twitter if this has been helpful, and I really can't wait to see how you take your YouTube channel to the next level. So make sure you tag me if you do. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye! Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Brand Your Passion and choosing to spend time with me learning all about branding, business, and all things creativity. You can find more episodes just like this one at makerandmoxie.com/podcast. If you like this one, you can tap that subscribe or follow button so that you're notified about each and every new episode. And if you've got a spare second, please leave a review on iTunes or wherever it is that you're listening to this podcast, because I would absolutely 100% love to hear from you. If there were some helpful goodies in this episode for you, it would mean the world to me as well if you could screenshot that podcast player right now, hop on over to Instagram or Twitter and tag us at Maker and Moxie. By subscribing, reviewing, and sharing, you're helping reach more creators just like you, so that together we can make the world a more creative place, one brand at a time. We can't achieve this mission without you, so your support means the absolute world. I will talk to you in the next episode, but until then, keep creating.